All right, that one should work. Oops. Discord should be working if it works. Okay, and that one works. Do I have game audio? No. Shoot. I didn't even set that up. Properties, give me 1 second. Okay, there you go. So playing, well, this is kind of like a test stream-ish because I'm streaming on Twitch, or the big purple and the big red at the same time. Hopefully I'm not killing the internet. I shouldn't be. We switched over to fiber. But this is a new town I'm starting on my computer called Union 10. It's on the bottom. I chose a completely different map I've never played or built on before. So we're gonna just go through and build a whatever you want to call it, a megalopolis. So what we're gonna have to do is, though, oh, let's go out. So this is like my dividing. That's not gonna work, so that's not the grid. Just do a road straight north. So that's like my dividing. So like housing, industrial. Just because of the wind. Should be able to get me a just delete back one. Boom, look at that. Now we got power. Usually to start, I like to do import power because it's stupid cheap, unlike Duke Energy. But cheap power is good power. Then I am gonna do a one-way system, kind of like this. 112. So my reasoning to do a one-way system like this, the town I kind of live in, or live near, the downtown has a system like this, and then obviously there's no road in between. So it actually, let me pop it up on Google Maps here, or Earth. Is a lot of what I do in City Skylines is based off of what I live near, ish. So this is Monroe. So they're downtown. Let's look at it this way. So this road goes to Charlotte, right? No, that's shit. That's Haines Street. I lied. Right? No. Yeah, it is. That's Haines Street. That's NC 207. So this road goes towards Charlotte. So that goes north. So this is like the main road coming in. And then it is these two streets right here, Franklin Street and Jefferson Street. This is one way in, one way out. And then they merge down here to just be Franklin Street. So this is north. Jefferson Street starts right here, so it's that way, and then this way. So now obviously this is just one city block, because here's the courthouse. But I'm doing a whole like out over here, in over here on Windsor. So that's kind of like what I'm doing. Gotta close that. So then that's how it's gonna kind of go. Yeah, so it is working. I didn't know if it did or not. So, and then every go one more unit up, and then obviously every cross street. So there won't be a street connecting here or through here like this, just because the unit gap. But there'll be a street like this. So to end up kind of getting blocky, but to get around that right away, yeah, do that. That looks good enough. And then at the top here, we'll connect it with 4-lane street, which will extend out to there. I don't know where that's gonna go. So we'll start work on our neighborhood portion. So obviously, realistically, that's gonna be industrial traffic. So yeah, let's do this one. Just go out maximum amount. So this would be considered historic downtown ish. So I build my roads very straight, very grid-like. And then I'll eventually branch out. I've been doing it on a save I've kind of had for a little bit. This freaking... I don't like how these 4-lane roads are one unit. I mean, really it is what it is, but... So I'm gonna kind of do that same one-way pattern here, so we'll have... So that's kind of like Lancaster coming in. Then we'll do this. Would be like Windsor. Main Street or Windsor. No, Talleyrand, Windsor. Talleyrand will go through. Kind of just based off of what I see and know. We have a one-way. We do. Angled parking alley. So we're kind of gonna do the opposite then of what I thought. We're gonna cut through like this. Cut through the grid, break it up. And we'll have like small little alleys here. Oops. Work. Actually, I'll do one better and make these alleys go all the way through. So here, and then we're gonna put cul-de-sacs on the end of those because I don't want, well, we'll do these all the way through, and then these will come up to there, cut through, like that, because this is technically the industrial cutoff right here. So this will kind of be commercial. This will mostly just be parking lot space when we unlock parking lots. And then we're gonna do all this water flow here. Look at that. So we'll connect our sewer line. Then we'll have independent water. Power is already connected, so we basically have everything to serve a city. And then that is like that. And then after wait, is that? What you call it? Okay, that's how I want my grade. To like flow, and then we'll move these roads. Then we'll have like a small little, like, not really a side street, but like a, you know, street. And then while we have the money, that would go there. And then our landfill, we'll set like that. Every city is not complete without a cemetery. And then industrial. We don't want those right off the bat. This city planner plays music amazing. So we're gonna let city run for a second. While we kind of do that, I am gonna go ahead and set up our DOT road maintenance building. That's landscaping. Something I kind of fricked up in my other city, it's called Tin, is how long I waited to get postal service. I waited until like late game to start putting it down. But get taxation, yeah, we do. So I split my taxes up very highly educated will be 12. So obviously, I am not like the US right now. I am in this world, I am educated. I'm paying I'm technically paying 8% in this city. What I'm really paying is 12%, and the highly educated are paying 4%. It's just how the shit goes. But I even it out like that because I found that's like how you make people happy. I play it as try to be as healthy as possible. So convenience food will have a higher tax than just food. And then lodging, I want people to stay here. Vehicles, like all this stuff usually stays about the same. That's kind of like you can kind of see like obviously like I don't want companies to be like relying heavily on this stuff. Well, metal ore can go down because that's metal, but like electronics, really the vehicles actually should go down, but I'll leave it on the commercial stuff up high. Petrochemicals, which is gas, I'll drop that down a little bit. Yeah, so like that stuff I kind of leave where it's at a lot because it's my money makers, but also I could buy something. Let's do parking lots because I'm not going to use roundabouts just yet. Services, I usually bump that up a little bit, but then also drop it. Oops. Then we'll do shoot. I'm sorry about the eminent domain, but that needs to extend out. We also have this area to expand into too. So this is what this looks like. Just put some trees there as a buffer. Alright, we got parking lots now. This will all be public parking. Oh, I don't even get that yet. Okay, we got some stuff. So that's really everything we need right now. We don't need much more from the road tab. Oh, you motherfucker. I don't understand why the grid in this game has to be so freaking finicky. One second, let me just pull those. There we go. Let me pull something real quick. Oh, God damn it. So, sorry. Someone had asked me a question, and I thought to get back to him as soon as I possibly could. God damn, this fucking grid, dude. Sorry for the freaking cursing. Like, dude, I've seen prettier people draw straighter lines in this game. Like, this grid is perfectly fine. All these grids are perfectly fine. Dude, this grid is freaking. This is what pisses me off in this game. Is this grid can never, ever, ever be just one continuous grid. There's always a fuck up somewhere, and it just fucks up the rest of your grid. Like, you take those two, that's half a square each on either side. You take those two, that makes a square. Like, why can't we just... Alright, and then we need to get a high school and a fire department put in. So, firehouse, we just go here on the corner. Don't have money for police, though. Nor do I have money for high school. The start is usually always rough. You go negative quickly and then... Well, we can actually do this too. Services, roads. Once we start making our own power, it'll become a lot cheaper. That's right, I got rid of the small cemetery. That was like right. In there. That's fine. I'm just waiting for the... Sorry. I just need the rest of these freaking houses to build, and then we'll have... Oh, Lord. Bro. All I've got money for is that. Yeah, that'll push us over for a little bit. It is 9 o'clock. How far north are we that it's 2:45 in the morning with sunlight? Ah, dang. But I have all this area down here too to build. I think the large looks the better one. Ooh, we got our first office want or need. We'll replace some of that with some offices. All right. So I need tiny town. Um. Unionton Industrial Park. You guys keep running industrial, but there's not enough of you to frickin' work. Sounds like some of you need to get off your ass, get a job. I don't even have enough for frickin' high school yet. Put the high school right in here. Uh, tree, reduce noise pollution. All right, now we're at that point. Yeah, so you'll see that number, my money number, jump up now because now we have paid parking. I usually try to keep it to downtown or historic downtown and the industrial park. Go place down. Boom. Someone's robbing the place. Smell like the small police station. I don't want to, but it'll do. Well, police station isn't that bad. Alright, and then we'll get public transit going as quickly and as soon as possible. They want more building. They get rid of this house right here. Big. But what I'm doing here is just basically telling the game what I want the traffic light to be. Can I do that? Can I make it default like that or no? I can't do it like that. I wish though. I think this is a good stopping point for tonight for me on this. We completed a lot within a short frame. Looks pretty good too. Oh. So, let's save game. I'm gonna load into 10. So this is the city I've been working on. This city is wild. I'm actually running. I'm gonna wait for it to turn day because I'm gonna leave my night.
Emergency broadcast to all citizens.
A heavy storm is approaching the city, and the likelihood of hail is very high. Traffic slowdowns and damage to crops and property are.
Just have to turn on. Oops. Oof. Sorry for the flash. So this is what 200, almost 250,000 people look like in a city. For somebody who doesn't usually build like this. So this is where I started. Like this is my starting point. Technically, this intersection, I redid this interchange like 4 different times, but this is where I started. I wanted to have like a cool bridge that crosses the river and then into like almost like lower Manhattan and upper Manhattan. That's kind of like how this is kind of set up ish. Doesn't look like it. Um, then my freaking industrial park that has just constant traffic, always on it, always, 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 always traffic. I can't figure it out. The Golden Gate Bridge, my international airport. Um, I will be honest, adding this highway that goes around the city was like my favorite project that I was working on, was to get it, because it originally only started with like this interchange, like it would just come out and stop here. Then I'd build, added this one, added that interchange, this one, and then it just kind of stopped here. Didn't go much farther, because I didn't know what I wanted to do over here. And then I remember I had the Golden Gate Bridge, so I couldn't do. So I brought it. I changed this out, or put a intersection in this giant interchange in here, and then just built this up and across, and then connected in. There's nothing here. This had nothing, so when I built the airport, I made its own little interchange, and then this is an outside. I built this highway to be an outside connection. So this goes all the way out to over there as an outside connection. I just did this the other night. We built this, so another water treatment plant, and then a nuclear power plant, just so I can brag that I've got nuclear power. Then I've been kind of slowly building on some of these islands. Like these islands are way too small to build on, so like I would treat like these islands as like little water plants. So like now I have on this island is waste collection, 2 DOT buildings, and then 2 advanced water pumping stations. This is my university district, so I have like almost every university asset in one little spot. This is the School of San Diego, or University of San Diego asset that I have. This is like this. Just think of this as like just a giant school campus. That's all it is. And then like all the housing close to it and stuff. And then we'll start seeing a little bit of this in Unionton, is this kind of like full neighborhoods thing where you have just streets that cul-de-sac everywhere. I probably won't put the port in land like this. I just did it because it looked cool, and I wanted to draw bridges. But yeah, and then my harbor and oil. Just a bunch of small little oil platforms. Yeah, and about, and then my port. None of this is not really supposed to be functional. It's just for the looks, really, of what I felt. And then I took like kind of real life infrastructure. So obviously, by technical standards, you're going to be super far from the main water pumping source, which is those 2 dots over there. So I put 2 water towers over here, kind of like as a addition of pressure. This would be considered a sewer lift station here, because just how it is. Everything in this game is just kind of like force main, so it's pressurized sewer. Kind of built something realistic with my original plant here. So kind of have my sewer main go out and across there. Also another sewer main out over here. This game doesn't really treat it as like bottlenecking, like unlike electricity. So really the sewer main would just continue to have sewer. But instead of having it pump across like one little section, I've had it, or I've set it so it pumps in a couple sections. My plant was originally over here, but I'm like, I want it on the river. So obviously, this is kind of how that came about. And then I'm trying to build to fill everything out here, but I don't know how I wanna, if I wanna grid it, or kind of do. What I'm kind of starting up here is a little side street, but it's gonna have like a neighborhood off of it that looks it's gonna have neighborhoods coming off of it that kind of look like these, where the neighborhood just like branches off the main road and then is built kind of something like that. Damn, this, oh, I'm looking at 2014 on this map. No wonder nothing, almost nothing exists. There's a neighborhood in here, in here, in here, right here. This is all neighborhood right here. Whole new neighborhood right here that's still being built. Plans for another neighborhood right here. There's a McDonald's, a Food Lion and stuff in here. Oh, this has been expanded. Yeah, there's like, oh, damn, that part of the map is old. Yeah, this is February, so neighborhood, all these neighborhoods. You see how different everything is. I'm just fucking with that. I don't know what I'm doing anymore. All right, but other than that, yeah, this is my city I've been working on. This is like, well, I won't play the other one while I'm off stream. This would be the one I work on. The other one will only be for live and or video recording if I feel like that. But that's that. That's just me rambling and going on. But I got work in the morning. I gotta be up at 7. And I don't get off till 5:30, so I work 10s. Otherwise, I'd stay up later. But I gotta go make that money. Oops. So I'm gonna head out. Everyone, thank you for watching. Thanks for hanging out. So I'll see you guys very, very soon.